So on this session, we're going to be talking a bit about how to use our trading platform, right? Because if we're going to trade, we are going to need to use our trading platform. And in this case, we are referring to MetaTrader 4, MT4 or MT5. MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. So some people have asked me before, what's the difference between MT4 and MT5? Now, there is no serious difference. It's just like an upgrade. MT5 is just like an upgrade over MT4. So it doesn't mean that when you use MT5, there's any better, any more benefit than when you're using MT4. All right. There's no big difference between MT5 and MT4. Just that when you are on the mobile version, when you're on the mobile version, on the desktop version of MT5, there are a few more functionality that's available on MT5 versus MT4. Like being able to close all your trades at once. When you're on MT5, you can close all your trades. You can have like 10 trades running. There are traders that they take a lot of trades together at the same time. So let's say they want to take a trade on Euro USD. Let's say they want to take a trade on Euro USD. Instead of them to take just one single trade, they will take multiple positions. That's what we call multiple positions. They will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 trades, 10 positions. Instead of taking one lot size, which is 1.0, they can break it down into 0.01, 0.01 in 10 places. And the reason for that mainly is to be able to, help them take profit quickly. When a trade is in profit, you want to be able to close some trades out, bank some profits while some trades continue to run. That's the purpose most of the time, right? So when you're on MT5, you are able to close all those trades at the same time. If you won't need to close them one by one, right? So that's one major difference between MT4 and MT5. So just a few more other features like that. So you will not really see any major difference between MT4 and MT5. There is no major difference in terms of software functionality and all that. Okay. Yes, this is the MetaTrader 4 platform. This is MetaTrader 4, right? So now when you come here, the first thing you want to understand is what are the little windows? There are several different windows on this chart right now. There are several different windows. We have to try to understand them. And also when you go to the top left-hand side of the screen, the top of the screen, look left, you will see File, you will see View, you will see Insert, you will see Charts, you will see Tools, you have Windows, you have Help. So all of these have a lot of functionalities in them that we can use. When you go to File, File is where you can see New Charts. Now, I am currently on Euro USD. Euro USD, look at it up here. Euro USD H4, right? Now, if I want to change this chart or get a new chart, right? What I need to do is go to File, I click on New Chart. Click on New Chart, then I look for which chart am I looking for. Okay, let's say I want to select AUD USD or AUD USD. I click on AUD USD. You see a new chart opens. A new AUD USD chart will open, right? So you can see now to the bottom of the screen here, you can see the charts that are available there. You can see we have Euro USD. When you click on that, it takes you to Euro USD, right? It takes you to Euro USD. Then when you click on USD, you see the next one is USD CHF. Click on that. It takes you to a USD CHF chart. GBP USD is the next one. You click on that. USD JPY is the next one. AUD USD is the next one. So these are the different charts we have right now. You can have a lot of them. I just have 5 here now. If you're trading more pairs, you can have a lot of them here. Oil, gold, all of them, silver, anything you want to trade, NASDAQ, S&P 500, anything you want to trade, you can literally add them there. Just add them. It helps you. The goal is to help you switch from one instrument to another very easily. So if you're analyzing Euro USD, you can analyze Euro USD. Then you can leave Euro USD alone while you're waiting for a trade. You come to USD CHF, you do that one, you look at that one, you analyze it, you look at it. And then while that one, you're expecting a trade, you go back to Euro USD again, or you go to GBP USD. Basically, you can flip from one chart to another while trying to monitor your trades, or while trying to monitor your setups, the setups you are expecting in the market, right? So that's what that's the purpose for having different charts opened on the chart. So now let's shift this a little bit. So to the left hand side of the screen, you see where we say what we have here is what we call market watch. Market watch is like what you call watch list. Watch list. So on your phone, if you're on your MetaTrader for your phone, you will see it there. You will see it as quotes, right? Quotes. When you open your app right now, open your MetaTrader for your phone right now, the first icon to the bottom left-hand side of your screen. The first icon to the bottom left-hand side of your screen, once you click on it, it will take you to all the instruments. So market watch, watch list, quotes, everything refers to watch list. This is where all your instruments are, right? So these instruments, you are able to watch the charts. You're able to monitor the market, monitor different instruments. You're able to pick from there to trade. Pick from there to trade, right? Now, there's something I did just now where I added this chart, AUD USD, right? I added it here. And the way I did it was I went to profile. I click on new charts. It took me to, then it asked me which one I want to pick. I picked AUD USD. The other way to do this, so if I'm to delete this AUD USD now, let me delete it. I right click on it and I click on close. So I close the AUD USD, but let me add the AUD USD in another way now. So I come to watch list and I look for AUD USD, right? So I can see AUD USD, right? I right click on it. I click on chart window. I right click on it. I click on chart window. So when I click on chart window, you see AUD USD chart has opened. That's another way to open AUD USD chart. That's another way to open new charts, right? Then there's still another way to open the new chart. That's the second one. The third one is you come here on that file, just below file. You see, when you put your cursor there, you see something like create a new chart. Create a new chart. All right. Before we do that, let's do the AUD USD again. Let's close this one. All right. Click on it and click on close. Now let's go and get another AUD USD. So we'll come to this icon that is below file, just one level below file. We click on that. Now it's asking us, what chart are you looking for? Because this is the icon to create charts. This icon here, this green plus sign is used for creating charts. Once we click on that, it will ask me, what chart do you want to open? I click on AUD USD. You see, AUD USD chart has opened now. That's 3 ways to open a new chart. 3 ways to open a new chart. Of course, for your MetaTrader on your phone is only one way that you can do this, right? It's only one way that you can do this, but here on your laptop, you can do it multiple ways. One advantage of using your laptop is that you are able to see a bigger screen, just like you are looking at my screen now. It's a bit of a bigger screen. It's different from what you see when you are looking at your phone, this chart from your phone, right? So yeah. Now, once you understand that, the next thing you want to do is this. Look at all these instruments now, you see? All these instruments. From USD CHF, all the way as you scroll down, you get to NZD USD. But the thing is that on this chart, on MetaTrader and on Vantage, these are not the only instruments that are available. There are other instruments. There are plenty. There are many of them. We have over 400 instruments on our platform. So the question now is, what do I do to make sure the orders show up? Now, if you do not need orders to show up, meaning that you are only trading based on the ones you are seeing here right now, it's fine. You don't need to do that. But remember, the purpose of this is for us to understand the functionalities of MetaTrader, right? Yeah, the goal is to help us understand how MetaTrader works. Even if you don't need to do that, we can still learn how to do that. So you come here and then you right click anywhere. You put your cursor on you put your cursor anywhere here, anywhere around this market watch, anywhere around this market watch. You right click. So when you right click, you see this happens. You see new order, chart window, blah blah blah, and all that. You click on show all, show all. See this? Show all. So what I'm saying is that these instruments you are seeing here are a few compared to the number of instruments that's on the platform. So what you do is you click on show all. When you click on show all, you will now be able to see all the instruments available on the platform. Now you don't have to trade all of them. You can just trade the one you know how to trade or the ones you want to trade. But then this is how you can show all the instruments on the chart. So let's click on show all. Show all, right? Now you can see, now that we click on show all, look at, it's now very many, so many. Look at all these ones were not showing up before. You see, sugar is there. You can trade sugar. You can trade gasoline, gas oil. You can trade Ethereum. You can trade all kinds of exotic currency pairs. You can even trade stocks. You are seeing Google there, right? Google, JD, Apple, ExxonMobil, Visa. All of them are there now. PG, Pfizer. They are all there and it's still going. We're not done yet. We have Netflix, we have Nvidia, all of these are stocks. Then you come to, these are cryptocurrencies. These are cryptocurrencies, right? BTC Euro, BTC USD. These are cryptocurrencies. All of these are stocks too from another part of the world. Lulu is a stock in the US, right? Meta is Facebook. You see, so ADA is a cryptocurrency. So there are so many different instruments. Doesn't mean you have to trade everything. It just means that this is the way you make them visible. You can trade wheat. This is how you make them visible. You're able to see through the number of instruments on our platform here, right? Yeah, so this is how we do it. You show all, once you show all, everything is displayed. All right. So that's for that. Now let's go again. Let's look at what's on to the top of the screen here. The second one here is profile. We'll leave profile alone. Then you see this market watch. Market watch, this is the icon for market watch. This market watch here. This is the icon for it. When you toggle it, market watch disappears. When you click on it, market watch appears. See? You toggle it like this, market watch is gone. You click on it again, market watch appears, right? So this is another one. This one is called data window. This is called data window. When you toggle this one too, something appears. You see, something appears there. You click on that again, it's gone. Then you come to this one. This one is what we call navigator. You can see to the bottom here, we have navigator. So if I toggle this, now navigator will disappear. You see, navigator is gone. You click on that, navigator appears. But what's navigator for? It's under navigator that you find your accounts, the accounts that you have on Vantage, right? So if you have one live account, this is currently a demo account. This is a demo account that's in my name. Now I have other live accounts. Those live accounts are not connected here. Okay, now the reason I just opened this new MT4 because I wanted to show us everything here from scratch. All right. Now my live accounts are not linked here. Now if my live accounts are linked here, you will see my live account will show here. The number of demo accounts I have will show up here. The number of live accounts I have will show up here. Right. So that's what you will see here. Then you will see indicators. Indicators are used to read market direction. There are tools on the MetaTrader platform that are used to read market direction. So that's indicators. There are many of them on the chart. We're going to have a time where we'll discuss indicators properly. But indicators are many. There are several of them. They are built into MetaTrader itself by the company that built MetaTrader. The company that built MetaTrader is called MetaQuotes. MetaQuotes. They are the one that built MetaTrader. So all these indicators were developed by all kinds of people, but MetaQuotes now incorporated them into MetaTrader, right? So also, it's possible for you to import what we call custom indicators. So the indicators that are here. So when you come here to the top of the screen now, you click on Insert. You see indicators, right? So you see all these indicators: accelerator, accumulator, alligator. All of these are different types of indicators that when you put on the chart, it can help you read the direction of the market depending on what you want to see. Now, all of them have their functionalities. All of them have the way they work. They have a way they work, right? Now, you can't just pick a random indicator and say, okay, I want to use this one to read market. No, you may not be able to. If you don't understand how it works and use it to master the chart, you cannot use it. So there are several of them, but you need to, if you're going to use any indicator, you're going to know exactly what you want to do and which one you want to use. So there are some we call the trend indicators. You have moving average, Bollinger Band, all of that. You have oscillators. Oscillators they are another type of indicators. Then you have volumes. Volumes are another type of indicator. B. Williams, custom, and all that, right? So there are those that you can create. There are people who know how to write codes to create indicators. So when they write those codes and create indicators, they can then use those indicators and import it to the chart and use it to make money and use it to read the chart, sorry, right? Now, if you are able to do that, it's possible as well to bring your external indicators into MetaTrader, and then you can use it as well, right? So future class will talk about that. Expert advisors. Expert advisors are what you've heard as robots. If you've ever heard of robots, that's what it means, expert advisors. So what expert advisors do is that they are robots, they are softwares that are used to read the market, that are used to take trades. So it's like trading automatically. You're able to do automated trading, right? That's what expert advisors are for. That's what they are called. They are called EAs, expert advisors. So when you see EA, you know it's talking about expert advisor, it's talking about robots. Then scripts, that's a different thing altogether, right? So now, yeah, to the top of the screen here, these are many of these tools here that you, like I said, when you click on the toggle this now, navigator goes, toggle it comes back. Then we have terminal. Terminal is the one at the bottom here. This is where you find all kinds of things like your trades, your capital you have in your account. This account is a $10,000 account. You can see you have balance, you have equity, you have free margin. To the bottom there, you see exposure, then you see account history. All of these things you find under terminal. You see, it shows there terminal. Terminal. Now, this is terminal here also. Can you see it at the top of the screen? Now, yeah, I can toggle it and toggle it. Once I toggle it, you see the terminal is gone. I toggle it again, terminal comes back. Right? I click on it, it's gone. I click on it, it comes back. Right? Now, the reason why it's easy is possible for you to, they build this platform in such a way for you to be able to remove some things from the chart temporarily, is because everything here you are trying to do is you are trying to trade. You're trying to trade, right? Now, if you're trying to trade, it will be a good idea if you are able to see a bigger screen. So as it is right now, I can remove watch list from my chart, from this page, remove watch list, remove navigator. No, I remove terminal, then I remove navigator. Where's navigator? I remove navigator. Can you see? Now I have a bigger screen. I can then do my analysis on this bigger screen without having anything disturbing or distracting me. That's the purpose of being able to move those things up and down. You see, now you see a screen. I don't have any distractions on my screen now because I have been able to remove them. But in the case that I want them to come back, because at a point you will need them to come back, if I enter a trade now, I will want a situation where I'm able to maybe monitor my trades after some time. So I have to bring back navigator. Now, if I'm looking to, if there's another new instrument I'm trying to find, if I'm looking for a new instrument, I'm trying to locate it, I may need to bring back watch list so that I can look for that instrument. So I can scroll and look for that instrument. Once I'm trading that instrument, I can literally remove watch list again and make my screen big so that I don't have to stress myself, you know, so I don't have to stress myself trying to use a small screen because there are other things distracting me, right? So now this is where you have new order. So when you are ready to enter a trade, you want to enter a trade, what you do is you click on new order. And whenever you click on new order, it means that you want to enter a new trade. Once you click on new order, it means you want to enter a new trade. All right. So let's click on this now. Now you can see our default, you can see once you are on a chart, once you're on a particular chart, look at this chart now, we have Euro USD H4. Now this chart, you have it open here right now. Now, once you click on new order, this platform will assume that you are trying to trade on only Euro USD. It will assume that you're trying to trade on only Euro USD. It will not assume that, it will not take you to any other place. Click here, it will show symbol Euro USD. Why? Because you're on Euro USD chart. If you don't want to trade Euro USD, then you shouldn't be on Euro USD chart. But you can still change it. Let's say I come here now and I want to trade on, I come to, let me look at this chart. So I come to, this is an AUD USD chart, AUD USD, look at it here, AUD USD H1. Then I click on new order. AUD USD is there by default, but it's not AUD USD I want to trade. So I can use this drop down arrow here. I click on it. I look for Euro USD. Then I click on Euro USD. It means that Euro USD, I have notified the chart now that I am not trying to trade AUD USD, I'm trying to trade Euro USD. But the easiest way for you to do it is just make sure that you open that particular chart so you don't make mistakes. Just open that particular chart that you want to trade on. Then click on new order. New order, it will copy that particular, it automatically understands that you want to trade on this particular instrument. Then the next thing is what we call your lot size. We've discussed lot size before. Lot size is the volume of your trade. Okay, if you go and buy something, they ask you, how many do you want to buy? Or I want to buy this pen. Or I want to buy a computer. How many do you want to buy? Are you buying for a company? Are you buying for yourself? How many do you want to buy? That's what we mean by volume. You are buying Euro USD, right? How much of it do you want to buy? That's the meaning of volume. That's the meaning of lot size. Okay, now you can see this lot size here is what we call standard lot. That's a large lot size. For you to be able to trade this 1.00, it means that you have a sizable amount of money in your account. But if you don't have a sizable amount in your account, then there's your possibility of reducing the lot size. So you use this drop down arrow here, you click on it, you can see there's 0.01. That is the minimum. There's 0.01 all the way to 0.05 and so on. Even the ones that are not here they are all still there. You can write it there. Let's say I want to pick Euro 0.1 now. You can see here right now that is dropped down. There's no 0.10, right? I can write it 0.10. I just put my cursor there. I type it. Then you see it has stayed there now, right? I want to click on buy. I click on buy. So you see, I've entered the buy trade. This is Euro USD buy trade right now. You see? So when you look at this under trade now, what are you seeing? Under trade, you can see the buy. You see buy, this is an order number. You see buy. You see the lot size. What did we write? 0.10, that's the lot size. Then we have Euro USD, the instrument you're trading. This price is the price at which we entered the market. The price at which we enter the market is what we are seeing reflected here right now, right? Then we would also normally put a stop loss and a take profit on our trade because we want to be able to protect our money, protect in case a trade goes against us. We know in the market that if a trade goes against you, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal because if you make a losing trade, it's normal. Right? So of course you can always trade and recover it on another trade, right? So that's the thing. We put a stop loss and a take profit. So take profit is more like when this trade goes in my favor, what am I expecting? When this trade goes in my favor, what am I expecting? What's the target profit I have for this trade? That's what take profit is all about. You put it there. Then price. This price is the current price. You notice that as market is moving, this price is changing. As market is moving, this is just copying, just mirroring the current price in the market. Look at the price here by the side of the window here. You have the current price running. It's up, going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That one is the one that's reflecting here. So you can see price and price. So you start wondering what's the difference between this one and the other one. This one is the price at which you enter the trade. When we clicked on buy, this was the price at which the market activated. This one is different in the sense that this one is the one that's currently running in the market. Then this is your potential profit at this time. Not even potential profit. This is your profit at this time as your trade is still running, right? So this is currently minus. Once you see minus there, it tells you that you are not in profit yet. You are not in profit yet. That's why it's showing you negative. When you are in profit, it will not show you negative again to start showing you positive. The negative will be gone. When you're on your phone, you will see this as blue and red. Blue and red. You see this as blue and red, right? I entered this trade before. So it's a Euro USD trade. The trade is currently running in very good profit, right? So yeah, so this is I'm expecting this trade to keep going up for a buy. So yeah, that's the trade here right now. That's how you enter this trade. So now, to the top of the screen here, you see where it says auto trading. We'll just discuss some of them, not everything. Auto trading. Auto trading is what you use when you have a robot trading on your account. You can install a robot to start trading for your account, trading on your account. Sorry, someone is writing a message. I will look at all these questions when I'm done, please. Okay, I will look at this. Just hold on, please. So now, when you look at this, platform now, you see that to the top of the screen here, I said auto trading, right? Auto trading is what you use when you have a robot trading on your account. So you could install a robot on your account and the robot is trading, right? So if that robot is trading, you need to enable that robot to trade. And the way you enable it is there are a couple of things you do, but this is the one that's very obvious, right? This is the one that's very obvious. You see auto trading is showing red. It's showing you that auto trading is not enabled. It's not enabled. So once you click on that, it will enable it. You see, it turned it to gray now, right? So now it means that if you have a robot, it can trade. But this is not the only thing you do. There's one more thing, but that's a bit complicated. That's for when you're actually setting up the robot. There are some things there. We won't go there now. That's a bit advanced. But this is what you must do to make sure that your robot is able to trade on your account. There are times where you might install a robot on your account, or maybe a robot is installed on your account, and then you find out that it's not taking trades. It's not taking trades. Why is it? This thing is working now, or is installed properly now? Why is it not taking trade? Because you've not enabled auto trading. When you don't enable auto trading, it will not trade. You see, so you make sure you enable auto trading there. So I click on it now, it's showing back red, showing you stop. So here you come here, these are different types of charts, right? So you see there's bar charts. So let's look at it now so you can see the difference. This is our chart right now, right? So when you click on bar chart, you see the chart has changed. See, that's changed. Now we go to the other one. This is line charts. We click on it. You see it has changed again. Now it has turned it to only lines, right? Now we come to candlesticks. You see candlesticks. So we've said before that the advantage of using candlesticks is that candlesticks basically allows us to see what's happening on the market visually. We're able to see a clear visual representation of what is happening on the charts right now. That is the beauty of candlesticks. Now, of course, we are seeing these candlesticks here as black and white, but then we can always customize it and turn it to something different, right? So let's do that quick customization now. Okay. So let's go here. So when you come to this chart, you right click on the chart. Right click on the chart. Anywhere on this chart, you right click on it. And then you come to properties. Okay, properties. Don't worry, this class is being recorded, so you go back again and be able to understand this properly. Now, what I want to do is this. You can see we have a background here that is black. I want to change it to white, or change it to any other color for that matter. Okay, I want to just change this chart as it is now. Change the sell candles to red. Change the buy candles to green, right? Change the background to black. Let's see how we do that, right? Now, of course, you can customize it any way you want, but this is how you could do the customization, right? Because there are times where you want what you are seeing needs to be very appealing for you, right? Sometimes people prefer green candles, sometimes people prefer blue candles. Whatever you want, you can do it here, right? So let's change background. Let's change that to white. You see, what you can do, there are two ways to do this. You can just use this color here, use this drop down here, you click on it and you look for white. Okay, this is white. Click on white. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is you can just double click on that place and then click on, just write white there, write it white. Once you write it, you are good. So the next one, foreground. Foreground is the borders. The background is this dark place you're seeing now. This whole place is the background. The foreground is the contours, the boundaries of this chart now, the boundaries, all these boundaries. That's what we are looking at now. Now we have it already as white now. You can see it's already white. Now, if we're changing the background to white, we cannot let the foreground remain white because everything will become white and we cannot see what's there. Just an example is this is a preview now. You see this preview now? This preview now is telling you that if everything is black, you can't even see the sides. You can't see all this price movement here. You can't see anything. So we want to be able to change the first one to white, change the other one to black, or another color that we can easily see, right? Let's say we change it to red. So can you see the borders have changed now? This is the preview. It's showing us now that, oh, it has turned the borders to red. Now we can see it clearly. So if you prefer red, if you prefer purple, whatever color you like, you can do. But for me, I would prefer to make it black. Black. So you can see now the contours are back and they are showing black. Now grid, we'll leave grid alone. Then bar up. Bar up. Bar up is like all these bars that are going up. All these bars up. The one that's up, okay, bar up. Let's change that one to green. Let's make that one green. Okay. We can make it green or we can make it black. Let me make it black. Or let me make it green. Green. Then bar down. This is for the sell candles. This one, these bars here, for the sell candles. What are they? Do we want to make it? Let's make it red. All right. So you can see it's taking shape here. It's taking shape. What we are doing is taking shape here. Okay. Then bull candle. Bull candle are the candles or the candles when price went up. At points when price went up, those are what we call bull candles. So let's change the bull candle to green as well. So you see it has changed it. Green candles. Then bear candle, that's, oh no, bar down. Okay, green candle. Bull candle is green. Then bear candle, let's change that one to red. See, it has changed it to red. Can you see that now? Yeah, so every other thing, we can leave every other thing alone. Now, this is under colors. Under colors, right? So you can see our trade now has entered positive. You can enter positive. You can see the negative is removed, right? And I just wanted to show you that quickly. Even though it's still moving, it has not gotten to where it's going. So now let's click on common. Now under common, you can see this now. What I want to do, you see this grid here, these circles, this thing that looks like nets behind here is a grid. It's what we call grid. Now, sometimes people like to leave it. I like my chart to be very plain. So you can do whatever you like. You can decide to leave the grid. You can decide to leave the grid. You can decide to remove the grid. For me, I like to remove it. So show grid here is ticked. So I remove it. Then I click on what else? Is there anything else I should do? I click on OK. So you can see my chart has changed. My chart has changed from what it was before. So now look at this candle to the top of the screen here. We've already talked about candles, bar charts, line chart, and all that. Now this is zoom in, zoom out. This is zoom in, this zoom out, right? Now we can make this chart thinner. We'll zoom like this, or we can make it bigger, whichever one we want. We can do it like this. right? So this one is for changing candles. We can have changing this window. We can turn this window to several windows. We don't want to do that. We can work with this. We want to make the screen large. We want the screen to be big. So we'll keep it like that. We want the screen to be big, right? We want the screen to be big. Okay, so now this is it. So you can see what I'm saying. The trade is now, the negative is removed, right? So that's the way it is. If the negative is removed, if it's in positive, the negative will not be there anymore. We saw the negative before. So now, yeah. So now we can see that that's what we want to do. Then these two buttons here, they are for scrolling. You see, scroll the chart to the end. So once this one is selected, it means that you can scroll. You can scroll the chart up and down. You see, you can scroll the chart now. Look at it. I can scroll it to the left. I'm scrolling it. I'm scrolling it. So when I scroll it, you can see once I scroll it, it comes back. I scroll it, it comes back. Why? Because this one is selected. When I mean selected, can you see there's a difference between this and this? One is deep inside. The other one is out. So when I click on it, it means that it's inside. At this point now, it cannot scroll. I cannot scroll the chart back. If I scroll it, it will come back. If I scroll it, it will come back. So all I need to do is remove it. Now I can scroll the chart to the left as far as I want. You see? Now, the reason for this is sometimes you may want to monitor what happened behind, somewhere behind in the chart. And then you want to be able to scroll behind, right? So I click on it again. I click on it again. It comes back here, right? So this one is used to move the chart to the left. This one is used to move the chart to the left. So I move it to the left, right? So that's it. There are so many other things we're going to talk about here, but I don't want this class to be too long. So I'm going to stop this class here. We're going to continue and do another session where we'll help, where we'll continue and be able to go through some other things that's on this chart. Okay? So we'll stop it here right now.